Hello students, welcome back. Today I, Ms. Batul Sabuwala, will be doing the last part of chapter number 8, Tourism and History. Conservation and Preservation of Heritage on page number 56 of your textbook. It is a hard task to preserve and conserve heritage sites. Our country is very rich with historical sites dating to ancient, medieval and modern period. We know that heritage sites are to be preserved and conserved so that the future generation can take the benefit of it. And our country, India, in over here there are many historical sites right from the ancient time, from the Harappan civilization, then medieval time and modern period. It is also blessed with abundance of nature. So natural heritage sites are also available in our country. Heritage of any country is divided into natural heritage and cultural, that is man-made heritage. There are some heritage sites in India which has been acclaimed globally in the whole world, and they are Taj Mahal at Agra, Jantar Mantar Observatory at Jaipur, and also the rock cut caves at Ajanta, Vellore and Gharapuri, that is Elephanta Caves. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Railway Terminals in Maharashtra in Mumbai, and the Kars Plateau in Maharashtra, which is located in the Western Ghat, which is a World Natural Heritage Sites. There are tourists all over the world who wish to visit such World Heritage Sites. Foreign tourists come in large numbers to visit the heritage sites in our country. We have been blessed, India is being blessed with historical sites and also with a lot of natural heritage sites. There are many tourists all over the world. They come to see this World Heritage Sites. Foreign tourists, they come in a large number in our country to see all these heritage sites. It makes us feel very proud when an Indian heritage site is declared as a World Heritage Site. हमें बहुत गर्व महसूस होता है कि अगर इंडिया का कोई हेरिटेज साइट्स जिसको डिक्लेयर किया जाता है एज अ वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट्स. हाउएवर, व्हेन वी विजिट सच प्लेसेस वी फील वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट वी सी. लेकिन जब इन हेरिटेज साइट्स को हम जाते हैं, देखते हैं, सो वी फील इट वेरी डिसअपॉइंट. बहुत ही हमें डिसअपॉइंटमेंट होती है इनको देख के. वॉट वी गेट टू सी ओवर देयर, हमें क्या दिखाई देता है? दैट पीपल हैव रिटन देयर नेम्स विद चारकोल, हैव ड्रॉन पिक्चर्स, वेंडलाइजिंग एंड स्पॉइलिंग द हेरिटेज साइट्स. इट इफेक्ट्स अवर इमेज एज अ नेशन. हमें ये सब चीज़ें देख के बहुत ही उदासी और मायूसी होती है, बिकॉज ये जो नेचुरल हेरिटेज साइट्स है ये सब स्पॉइल किए जाते हैं. लोग उन पे चारकोल से और अपने पिक्चर्स ड्रॉ करते हैं या अपना नाम लिखते हैं, या कभी कभी ये जो बार्क्स ऑफ द ट्री होते हैं उनको खुरेदते इंस्क्राइब करते हैं. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस हमारा जो इमेज होता है, अपने इंडिया कंट्री का जो इमेज, वो दूसरे फॉरेन कंट्रीज़ के सामने उसको इफ़ेक्ट होता है. सो टू प्रिजर्व द हेरिटेज साइट्स वी नीड टू रिजॉल्व दैट two things, that I shall strive to maintain and cleanliness of heritage sites. मतलब heritage sites को मैं neat and clean रखूँगा और cleanliness maintain करेंगे वहाँ पे. and I shall not do anything which will result in vandalizing of any historical sites. जो historical sites को कुछ spoil करें या उससे गंदा करें, वैसा I will not do it. तो ये दो चीज़ के बारे में हमें ध्यान रखना है if we want to preserve the heritage sites. Now we'll see further, that is professional opportunities in tourism and hospitality industry. Now tourism and hospitality is an industry with potential to create maximum employment opportunities. Tourism और hospitality में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा employment opportunities available है. अगर हम उसको अच्छी तरीके से मैनेज करेंगे तो ये जो है it a very stable industry. It has tremendous scope of experimentation and innovation. ये इंडस्ट्री के अंदर आप बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स भी कर सकते हैं और नई नई इनोवेशन से या नई नई चीज़ें भी आप इन्वेंट कर सकते हैं. अ गुड नंबर ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट आर अवेलेबल इन द टूरिज्म एंड हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री. बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ अवेलेबल है और बहुत सारे एम्प्लॉयमेंट भी मिलते हैं in this industry of tourism and hospitality. A country which is a tourist destination begin to receive revenue even before a tourist arrives at the airport of that country. मतलब पहले ही अभी तो वो पर्सन आया भी नहीं है और एयरपोर्ट पे अराइव भी नहीं हुआ है, अपनी कंट्री में आया भी नहीं है, उससे पहले उसको पे करना पड़ता है रेवेन्यू इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वीज़ा, एंड ही ऑल्सो हैज़ टू स्पेंड for his travel, stay in hotel means before a person arrives, वो पर्सन अभी आया भी नहीं है लेकिन उससे पहले उसको पासपोर्ट वीज़ा के लिए रेवेन्यू देना पड़ता है. Then he will book himself some hotel or something other things where he can stay, a lounge or something. Then it requires the travel करने के लिए भी they require, so the bookings are already been done. Then they require for the food and payment to translators and guides. ट्रांसलेटर और गाइड्स को भी देना पड़ता है पैसे in order to understand, क्योंकि लैंग्वेजेस अलग होती हैं. We have already seen that in the international tourism the language are different, the currencies are different, so you require a translator who can explain you. वो आपको explain कर सकता है. आपको गाइड की भी ज़रूरत पड़ती है जो डिटेल में वो हिस्ट्री के बारे में आपको समझा सकें. Then buying the newspapers, reference book, souvenirs, etc. So for all these things, the person has to first pay, and if more and more tourism is being encouraged, it all contributes to the growth of the economy of that country. That country की जो tourism की वजह से उसकी economy ज़्यादा बढ़ती है. So economy is also very much tourism in order to increase the economy. Yes, so tourism is one of the way. People they go to different markets, nearby markets में जाते हैं. In the market is in the vicinity grow along with the development of a tourist center. मतलब जहाँ पे वो historical site होता है या tourist centers जहाँ पे होते हैं वहाँ पे markets होती हैं, and people they buy the local handicrafts and other small things like you can see in the picture. जैसे यहाँ पे you can see that there are local markets available, जो चीज़ें मार्केट में अवेलेबल होती है जैसे हैंड बैग है, छोटी सी रिंग है, you can see, and people they like to eat their cuisines. मतलब वहाँ का जो खाना होता है, जो फूड होता है, that also they like to taste over there. So ultimately all these things are too much in demand. The locally processed foods items and different ethnical handicrafts, they are in a lot of demand near these tourist centers. So in order of that, the local handicrafts and cottage industry they also begin to develop, and the demand for locally processed food items and ethnic handicrafts also increases, and this results in the better income for local artisans, बिजनेस पीपल एंड वेजेस अर्नर्स. मतलब इसकी वजह से जो है सिर्फ इंडिया की इकोनॉमी नहीं बढ़ती है या गाइड्स या ट्रांसलेटर्स या सिर्फ होटल्स को और जो टैक्सी ड्राइवर्स और वो सब होते हैं उनको ही सिर्फ उनकी कमानी नहीं होती है, लेकिन इसकी वजह से जो लोकल जो पीपल होते हैं, जो लोकल आर्टिसंस होते हैं और छोटे मोटे बिजनेसमैन होते हैं और जो रोज़ के लिए जो काम करते हैं, एवरीडे वेजेस पे जो काम करते हैं, उनका भी अच्छा सा अर्निंग हो जाता है. नाउ विल सी द अनदर पार्ट दैट इज़ हेरिटेज वॉक्स. टू गो ऑन अ टूर और विजिटिंग हिस्टोरिकल प्लेसेस इज़ नोन एज हेरिटेज वॉक. हेरिटेज वॉक क्या होता है कि कहाँ पे भी आप टूर पे जाते हैं, जहाँ पे आप हिस्टोरिकल प्लेसेस पे जाते हैं, मीन्स यू गो टू द हिस्टोरिकल प्लेसेस ओवर देयर. So that is known as the heritage walk. One can experience the thrill of being a part of history by participating in heritage walks. Means आप experience कर सकते हैं. You can be a part of history जब आप heritage walk में जाते हैं और वहाँ पे participate करते हैं. So heritage walks as an organized group activities has gained popularity in many countries. बहुत सारी कंट्री में उसको बहुत ही आजकल पॉपुलैरिटी मिली हुई है, एंड मैनी पीपल दे विश टू गो टू द हेरिटेज वॉक्स. नाउ यू नो दैट इंडिया इज़ हैविंग अ वेरी रिच हेरिटेज heritage sites, and India is also very rich in its history. So this can be traced back to many millenniums, मतलब बहुत millenniums पहले ही, you can see right from the Indus civilization, Indian civilization, and India is very rich with all these histories. Every region of India is full of historical places from ancient, medieval and modern period. You can see a lady, she is explaining about and being a guide, and she is explaining the heritage and the history of that particular place. The heritage walk organized in the city of Ahmedabad is well known, and it is also the heritage walk. You can see here the maps and the important things have been given over here. And similarly in the city of Mumbai and Pune in Maharashtra, such heritage walks are being organized. Now let's take a heritage walk and encourage people to support projects like conservation and preservation of historical monuments. Like here we take an example of Subhash Chandra Bose. Here it is his house. You can see this is S.C. Bose, his office where he used to sit. This is his room. So all these places where the historical people and the great people, the leaders, they used to stay, they are still being preserved and conserved, and all these things are being displayed, and people, the tourists, they come over here to see all these things. Now you can see here the uniform that Subhash Chandra Bose used to wear it. So projects have been there, set up, have been supported, like conservation and preservation of historical monuments, to collect authentic information about them and to publish it through various medias. So here media also plays a very important role in that, and informations, authentic informations have been collected about them. Now residents of renowned cities, and now we have just seen about Subhash Chandra Bose, who had passed away and are also part of heritage. Now in some cities, blue plaques with the names and other relevant information of the citizens are placed on the residents as a part of heritage schemes. Now there are many different residents of many different leaders and some important people, persons. So the places where they had been residing, वहाँ पे blue plaques लगाई गई है. Like you can see over here that Mahatma Gandhi, here you can see 1869 to 1948 he lived here as a, when he was a law student. We can see how Swami Vivekananda also, he was a Hindu philosopher who lived here in the year 1896. Then Sherlock Holmes, then Charlie Chaplin, Rabindranath Tagore, Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, Jawaharlal Nehru, Margaret Elizabeth Noble, and Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. So these are the people, their blue plaques have been made at the places where they had been staying over there. So these are also some historical heritage sites which have been there, where people come to visit over there. Like earlier we have seen an example of Dr. Subhash Chandra Bose. So students, we have seen that. Now we'll see what are the development of tourism in Maharashtra. Now you know Maharashtra is also a state which has been blessed with rich heritage, and here there are also many different heritage sites which have been there, that we can go and we can visit the much admired rock cut caves, paintings and sculptures at Ajanta, Vellore, Garapuri, that is Elephanta Cave. There are pilgrim centers at Dehu, Alandi, Jejuri, Pandhalpur, Shirdi, Shigaon, Tulajapur, Kolhapur, Nasik, Trimbakeshwar, Paithan, Haji Malang, Gurudwara at Nanded, Mount Mary Church which is in Mumbai. There are many hill stations like Mahabaleshwar, Panchgani, Khandala, Lonavala, Matheran, Chikhaldaram, and there are many dams also in Maharashtra like Koyana Nagar, Jayakwari, Bhadgar, Chandoli, etc. And there are sanctuaries at Dijapur, Sagareshwar, Tadoba, etc. They are very important tourist centers in Maharashtra. So in Maharashtra is also having many different tourist centers. The Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation was set up in the year 1975, and it helped in the development of tourism in Maharashtra, and it encouraged tourism in Maharashtra, and development is being done. The corporation has provided facilities of tourist hotel at 47 places, and together these hotels accommodate more than 4,000 tourists. Many private entrepreneurs are also providing hospitality service to the tourists. That means the Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation सिर्फ वही डेवलपमेंट नहीं कर रहा है टूरिज़म इन इंडिया, लेकिन उसके अलावा प्राइवेट एंटरप्रेनर्स भी है जो हॉस्पिटैलिटी सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं टूरिस्ट के लिए. नाउ विद दिस वी विल लर्न वन मोर पार्ट. डू यू नो an unusual village of books? Now Bilar, it is a village near Mahabaleshwar, and there it is been boosted with natural beauties of sweetness of strawberries. मतलब वहाँ पे नेचुरल ब्यूटी, ये जो विलेज है बिलार, वहाँ पे नेचुरल ब्यूटी तो है ही है, और उसके साथ स्ट्रॉबेरीज अवेलेबल है जो आपको बहुत ही स्वीट स्ट्रॉबेरीज, इतनी स्वीट कि आपको कहीं इतनी ज़्यादा स्वीटनेस यू विल नॉट गेट इट. It is also known as a village of books. Now why it is called as a village of books? Every household in this village maintain a library of its own for the tourists to enjoy. हर एक हाउस में वहाँ पे एक लाइब्रेरी हर मेंटेन की गई है ताकि टूरिस्ट आए और ये बुक्स को रीड करें और एंजॉय करें. And Maharashtra state government has implemented this scheme with a view to accelerate the reading culture movement for the reader tourists to enjoy the beauty of Marathi literature enriched by the works of old and new authors and saints. महाराष्ट्र स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ये जो और ज़्यादा उनको प्रमोट कर रहे हैं ताकि ये जो रीडिंग कल्चर, नाउ रीडिंग कल्चर इज़ व्हाट नाउअडेज स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ the reading earlier the people they used to read so many books, so this hobby is not yet nowadays being cultivated. ज़्यादातर अभी कोई ज़्यादा रीडिंग नहीं करता, तो ये रीडिंग की हैबिट को और एक्सेलरेट करने के लिए रीडिंग कल्चर मूवमेंट शुरू किया गया है ताकि टूरिस्ट आए यहाँ पे और बुक्स रीड करें जो मराठी लैंग्वेज में हैं. और ये जो है यहाँ पे बहुत सारे ओल्ड एंड न्यू ऑथर्स एंड सेंट्स ने बहुत ही काम किया हुआ है मराठी लैंग्वेज में, एंड दे हैव बीन राइटिंग डाउन दिस बुक्स, और ये बुक्स को मेंटेन किया गया है ये बिलार विलेज में हर एक के घर के अंदर. सो दैट इज़ वाई बिलार इज़ नोन एज अ विलेज ऑफ बुक्स. It includes various types of texts like biographies, autobiographies, fiction, poetries, literature by women, literature on sports, literature for kids, etc. So whenever इतनी सारी बुक्स अवेलेबल हैं यहाँ पे और आप रीड कर सकते हैं वहाँ पे जाके, एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो नो द ब्यूटी ऑफ मराठी लैंग्वेज एंड द वर्क विच इज़ hard work done by the authors and the saints. So whenever students, next time when you go to Mahabaleshwar, do visit to the place of Bilar, which is a small village near Mahabaleshwar. So with this students, we have completed with the chapter number 8, that is tourism and history. I hope you have understood the chapter very well. Still if you have any doubts, you can contact me. Thank you students.